Uh, Hi, Susan, Janet, Joan, Laura, Kathy. Okay, well, we'll see what happens. It's very frustrating. Very frustrating. Oh, wait. Just realized these need to be in that maroon color because these are the poinsettia. So let's just do these. Don't move. Don't breathe. I just came out and came back in. I don't know what happened. I think I messed up its focus when I put it up to the camera. It shouldn't do that because it's supposed to be on off of autofocus, but we'll see. Thank you, Janet. I appreciate it. Yes, cut on both sides of one plate, flipping it every time, but don't cut on the other plate. And that way, you can later you can when this one's all yucky, then you can cut on the other one. At least that's what I was told, and that way they'll last longer. Now I don't know if it's really true, but that's what I was told, so that's what I do. And here's the little poinsettia. That I'm not going to hold up to the camera. And then this is the leaves, so they need to be in a different color, to go underneath there. Where did I put the rest of them? Oh, up here. And here's the little bow. And another part of the poinsettia. And another part of the poinsettia. So now we need to do it. I love this little thing. It gets all those little pieces out. It's wonderful. If you have one of these machines and you don't have one of these little things, you need to get one. Okay. Now then, let's let me find. I had some green here. Let's go ahead and do some greenery, even though this is a bold green and our other stuff is more subdued. We're going to do some greenery. Leaves. We're just going to kind of line them up like this. It's still not as good as when I started. Yeah, I'm really angry. If I just can be really blunt, I'm angry. I don't know if I can zoom in or not. We might as well find out. Now, see, that's something I couldn't do during a live stream with my other camera, and this is the same camera, but I could not zoom in. That's just really weird. So is it bad again now? And these are the different things. You can see how it's got two different colors of green and two different colors of brown, you know, so they've done them in all these different colors and then they mix and match them. So if you go and do it, if you do them in a bunch of different colors, then you can mix and match them and put them together however you want. See, there's that little inside to that leaf. Now, I think I did this one in that maroon color, so I'll find the leaf part and stick this on it and you can see. Yeah, here it is. You can layer them like that to put on your card or your whatever. They are kind of fiddly. You could, you know, put them like in an envelope, do a bunch of them and put them in an envelope together so you know which ones go together, and then just put them somewhere safe. So this one has, you know, some fronds on it. And then this one doesn't have any fronds on it. And then here's some extra ones. So you can put those all together. I think those are really cute. I'm not putting it up too close to the camera because I don't want to jinx anything. Well, I'm glad you can see okay. I'm wondering now if, well, I don't know. So I'm wondering now if my other camera is okay. I don't know. I don't even know what to think anymore. Okay. I do think that's all I'm going to do with this one die because I've done a little one of everything and two of some things. So I don't think I did that one actually. But it would need to be in two different colors in order to work well. I need to put this on my magnetic thing, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. Okay. Now let's try these butterflies. When you have no concern about jinxing or losing it, could you zoom in just one more step? Actually, it went from not zoomed in to zoomed in all the way. So it'll only do that one step. Okay, Tanya, good night. So I can't zoom in anymore at this point. Yeah, I wish I could zoom in more, but it has it'll only zoom. It just goes from, it has like 4 or 5 levels, and it yes, I can do that. How's that? Is that better? Am I still in focus? Okay. I'm getting paranoid. Okay. We're going to do this one in maroon and purple. Make sure I got all those the right direction. Okay. And then we'll try to put them together. I think it would look really pretty if the bottom ones were jelly. Well, that's not going to work. Oh, good grief. I'm all frustrated. If the bottom ones, the way they show them here, like if you did that on the bottom ones were jelly prints, I think that would be fun. I like this camera, Christy. It's just this one thing is giving me fits. I did it. I used it for a year and a half without any trouble at all. And now suddenly, okay, so here, see, here are 2 backs. And then, and we're going to do them again in another color. Okay, let me put these over here, because I'm going to have to get rid of all those little pieces. There's still some more. Okay. And here's the top piece of one of them. Yeah, I can try that. I got this one because it has lines, and I thought that would help. That just that having the lines might help it be better, but I don't know. And there's that one. Oh, the static electricity in these, they come flying off. It's just, it's like really weird. Okay. Let's see if this is going to look, yeah, that'll look good. Okay. Uh-oh. That magnet is not as strong as you would think it would be. So you still have to be careful. Maybe so, Cheryl. I don't know. Maybe I ought to get one of those. Isn't that pretty? Those would be fun to use for something. Yeah, the glass mats do glare. And that's one reason I've been having a hard time finding something that doesn't glare. Sometimes even craft paper glares. It's weird. Okay, let's. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do one other color that we can maybe. I think this one. Let me find some painty paper. Just a second, just for kicks. Oh, where is that? It's probably all out in the garage where I moved everything. Okay, we're going to do this paper. Just to see. And then we'll play with different ways to put those together. This one's called the Big Shot. There's also one called the Big Kick that's exactly the same machine. It's just sold by someone different. I think the Big Kick you buy at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I'm not sure. One of them sold at the other place. So the Big Kick and the Big Shot are the same thing. Yeah, there are smaller ones and there are electric ones. I think an electric one would be nice. The smaller one, there's just a lot less things you can do with it, but it would definitely be better than not having one at all. For sure. Ah! Oh, that's funny. Okay. Let me move these out of the way for right now. Put these down here. Go ahead and put the dies up. I like this kind better because there's just 4 pieces It's easy to figure out. Those flower ones, these, it's so much fiddly stuff, it's a little hard to figure out. Of course, I guess as long as you don't lose this, you can figure it out. I'm surprised at how easy the Big Shot is to crank. It's really not hard at all. I was a little worried that it might be hard to use, but it's not. Okay, we've got, let's put the bases out here. Okay. And then we want to add, you have to put them on the right ones. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, wrong one. Oops. So you can make, several different butterflies. Anyway, it's fun. Oh, I'm so sorry. It is easy and it is fun. So those are fun. Okay. I need to have some envelopes out here so I can stick these different things in envelopes. Somewhere I'm bound to have some. I've got some security envelopes for sure. I was just thinking regular envelopes, but okay, come on. Oh, okay. Okay, let's put the butterflies in here. See, good thing about security envelopes, you can even tell what you got. And then we'll put all those little bits in here. So we know which ones are which. Okay. Once in a while, I get a good idea. That was a good idea. Yes, you can put painted paper in a Big Shot. In fact, that's what I was wanting to do. But I've moved so much stuff out to the garage trying to give me space in here so I can go through stuff. And I think all my painted papers got moved out there. Let me think about it a minute because it really is gorgeous to do them in painted paper. Oh, I've got these that I got in Happy Mail. Aren't they pretty? Those together would make gorgeous butterflies, don't you think? And I do have some of those. I haven't tried soda cans, but fabric works good on those big dies. Aren't these gorgeous? I was thinking about using them as the basis for collage, but I think they would make gorgeous butterflies. Y'all want to make some butterflies with them? Yes, Janet says. Okay, we'll make some butterflies with them. Let me go ahead and okay. Let's get those butterflies back out. Because they're the only butterflies I have. And I think if I'm careful, I can do 2 sets, maybe with the same dies. I mean, with the same piece of paper. We don't want to waste any of it. Okay, Violet. We appreciate you chatting while you could. Yeah, it's amazing. And I do think that there may have been a real issue with my other camera, but uh, because I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't able to zoom in like I had been, and I thought it was a software, you know, thing, or that I was just doing something wrong. So I don't know. Ooh, look at that! Isn't that pretty? That's gorgeous, just like that. And here's another one. Okay, so now we've got the purple butterflies, and I'm going to go ahead, since I can. I think I have room to go ahead and do another set. Okay, let's do this down here, because those are a little bit narrower, I think, than these. Uh-oh. Yes, the painted papers give them depth just in and of themselves. Of course, you know anything's better with painted papers. I think this purple and the oranges are going to go gorgeous together. Come on. Got that one little piece of paper that's determined to stay put. Okay. Move the purple ones right up there. Get this up here. Ah. Okay. It's Spellbinders is the brand, and it's called Tool in One. It's wonderful. It's by Spellbinders. I got it at Michael's. I want to make sure. I'm going to cut this white off because I'm afraid that I will end up, where are my scissors now? I'm afraid I'll end up getting white on them, and I don't want the white. There we go. That way I can put it close to the edge and not worry about it. You can see it's warped a little bit. So I'm putting it this way now. No, this way. Hi, Norma. I'm glad to see you. Yes. It's this set, Janet. It's a Tim Holtz die. And it's just got a number, but that's it. So you get the top and the bottom of two different butterflies. Oh, these make gorgeous butterflies. Look at that. Gorgeous butterflies. Good night, Beth. Okay, we'll be praying. Well, I'm glad you can chat now. We had some focus issues, and they're just so pretty. These are your papers, Norma, that you sent me. You just got to look at this. Isn't that just going to be gorgeous? And they're beautiful just like this. You wouldn't even have to layer them. You could just use them like that. Thank you for my painty papers. Those will be pretty too. Used in something. Whoops. Now these would be good if you had a black, if you did them in black too, and then you layered the black with the penny papers. Isn't that gorgeous? Love it. Love it. Can't wait to do the red ones too, because I think they're going to be just as pretty. Static electricity really works on those. Okay, let's go ahead and trim off the white over here. So that worked much easier to know where to put them. Good night, Beth. Okay, let's stick these in piles because we got orange ones and purple ones. Now we're going to have red ones. I'm glad you're here, Holly. Is this not your kind of thing? We can do something else if you want to. Oh, excuse me. Good night, Becky. Sleep well. Okay. So here's our penny paper. And I really kind of think that, but just for kicks, we're going to go ahead and layer them just to see. These red and purple ones look really good together. Let's add some orange ones in here. Let's try purple with orange. Oops, wrong one. There we go. Okay, let's see. We got orange on bottom. Let's do orange with red. There we go. And then we've got red with purple. And purple with orange. Okay, so we got 6 different kinds of butterflies here. Aren't those pretty? And then, of course, you can just use them plain. You don't even have to. Oh, I just realized I didn't do the other red ones. I need to do another set of red ones so that I'll have 2 sets of each color. Okay, let's go ahead and do that real quick, and then we'll move on to some of those Bigz dies. Because those you have to do them different. Okay. Yes, you can use wallpaper. That's true. I don't know if wallpaper would work with these. It might. Let's try it just for kicks. But I know it'll work with the Bigz dies. I don't know if it'll work with these really thin ones or not, but we'll see. I mean, you've got thinner wallpapers, so in theory it should. Okay. Let me put these in an envelope so I don't get things mixed up. Put those up there. And let's get some wallpaper and see what happens. I've got it. Here's a wallpaper book. This is kind of thick wallpaper, so it will be a good test. Oh. We won't use the really thick stuff, but let's see. Okay, this one is let's find a darker one so we can do 2. Not that one. That'll go, something that'll go good with that other thing. Sorry, it's gonna take a second. Okay, let's try this with it. Oh, that doesn't want to. That might be too tough. If it doesn't work with these, we'll do flowers with it. Well, I'm so happy that you're able to, Dawn. I'm very happy. All right, let's just cut a strip like this. Since we're just testing them, we'll do a strip of this. Oh, I may not have made that strip long enough. We'll see. We'll put them very close together. Maybe we can get that on there. Woo! Yeah, that'll work. Yay. Okay. Well, it looks like it worked. Oops. It's kind of hard to see the pattern on that one. I should have gotten two things that had bold patterns so you could see better. I'm afraid to get it too close to the camera. I was like, be careful, Lisa. Don't mess it up. You have to work a little bit more with it to get the little bits out, but okay. There's that. And the one I picked that I thought was going to be really contrasting probably isn't really contrasting, but maybe it'll be enough. Um, Uh-oh. Huh? Okay, they moved. This magnetic thing helps, but it's not, you have to still be careful. It, go down to 720 and see if it's better, Allie. All right, let's see if we can layer these. It's really pretty, but it's kind of subtle. I don't know if you can really even see it. I like it though. I'm glad you mentioned wallpaper. I knew I could do it with the other ones. I wasn't sure if I could do it with these or not. Now there is some wallpapers are really, really thick and probably couldn't do those, but this one isn't terribly thick, so. One thing when you bend it, if you bend the paper, you risk tearing it. And you can bend this without it being a big risk of tearing it. Those look nice. I do. I was just pulling out and I'll get another one out that's more brightly colored so you can see better. The brightly colored ones I have just didn't go well. It might actually might look all right. I'll get another piece out and we'll do one more set I've got some that I think is kind of a red or an orange that might look good. All right, let me find that other piece of paper. Oh. Where is it? I know there was some. Maybe it's in here. Hey, that's ridiculous. I know I saw some. I thought there was some that was kind of an orangey color. Maybe that was just wishful thinking because I don't see it now. It was a narrow piece, so I thought that's so strange. No, that's not it. Oh, here it is. Okay. There we go. We'll put that with it. Let's see what happens. This is a little bit thicker than that other. Uh-oh. Are you saying be careful because this is thicker paper? Or did I miss something? Good grief. I'm so sorry. Because it's thicker. Well, it's not as thick as some, so if it didn't want to roll through there, you know, or acted ugly, then I would stop. But what's wrong one here? Looks pretty, doesn't it? They both look good on there. Okay. Here's another one. I wish I'd quit talking about lasagna. It sounds delicious. I may have to make some this next weekend. I don't do much cooking except on the weekends. During the week, we eat simple. That looks good too, doesn't it? Looks good both ways. A restaurant pan full. Yeah, there's plenty for us. That went through really easy. So, oh, good night, Cheryl. Thank you for coming. I'm glad we got to get a clear screen again because I was getting upset. I was about at the end of my knowing what else to do. This one. That looks good on there. And it looks good on there. Yay, I'm loving those. Okay. All right, where's my, here it is. I'm glad these come in these little things. But I need to put them on those magnetic trays. I think that's a little easier to deal with. Okay, I need an envelope. Need an envelope for these. All right, let's cut some stuff out of those big dies because they're fun too, and we haven't done any of that. One nice thing about those, and you can use these plates, is that you don't have to use the that big long thing. You just use the die itself in these two plates, so that's good. This one is flowers. Can you see that? And just for kicks, we're gonna do some flowers in this wallpaper. And okay, I don't need that much. And this one. And in theory, I should be able to cut all those at once, which is another one of the cool things about these big dies. Okay. Let's see if we can go back. Sometimes if you do that, it moves and then it doesn't cut, but so there are those. And here's the little ones you could even stick inside if you want to. Like that. Those are fun. And let's do some of those with these painty papers too. See if I can get, I think I can just use half of it. There may be some white on that. We will see. You can do it either way. It can face up or it can face down. It just needs to face this plate, the messy plate. That's the only important thing. I just do it facing up. Oh, there's got to be another one. Where is it? Because I had a red one too. Oh, I guess that was the red was orange on that end. Let's see. Anyway, there's some more of those. Let's just go ahead and do some more of these while we're at it. No, no, I think I want to do these with the other ones, the other dye. Let's see. Here's another flower one. These I got at the thrift store. And this one is one that you layer, and it may be too big to use. Well, I've got these edges that are probably going to show. So let's give it a shot here. Okay. There are where did my other small one go? Here's the big ones. There was another small one. It flipped somewhere, I'm sure. And then so you can stack them. There's 4 different sizes. Oh, it's here. It's just stuck underneath. So those are cute. And I'm just going to go ahead and put all these in an envelope together. Because they're just because I decided. Because I decided to. Okay, where's the box for this one? Here it is. Okay. Well, I could make some of these out of the wallpaper too. Let's do that. Yeah, when you're die cutting, you know, you get it all out, you might as well cut extra. In fact, you know, when you're in the mood, you might as well just cut a bunch of them, even if you have no idea, you know, even if you're not doing a project at all, just so you can have some around. These flowers here, I cut out of fabric, and I really like that too. I'll see if I can round up some fabric real quick, and we'll cut some out of fabric in a minute. Okay, now we're going to do this. Three layers of wallpaper. That works like a charm. Okay, let's lay those down here. And we can when you do it with three that look really different, it's even more fun. So aren't those cute? Oops. Oh, here's the fabric. It's not the most beautiful fabric in the world, but we can at least see what we're talking about here. Let's cut a piece of this. Let me find my set fabric scissors. Yeah, they are pretty, aren't they, Janet? This is a man's shirt. And you could even mix the, you know, the fabric and the wallpaper together. Like this would be pretty with that. And let's see what else we've got in here. Okay, what do I do with my scissors? Are they in my lap? Oh, Lisa. Yep, they're there. Okay. Okay, let's put that one there. Yeah, let's see what else we can find. Oh, I don't think this is big enough, but let's check it just in case. It actually might be. Let's just try it. We'll put that one on the bottom so I can kind of tell where to put it. And then we'll put these on top. Oh, that's a good thing to try. I wonder if you, I'm sure you could, but I wonder if it would need to be wet or if you could do it dry. Yeah, if it's thin leather. I know when, you know, and I've got some thin leather somewhere. Now, if you do 4 layers, then each one of these can be a different layer. Whereas with this, we had to use 1 layer again, but it turns out really cute. Okay, let me find a piece of leather and let's try embossing just for kicks. Okay. Which embossing folder do we want to use? Where did I put them? Oh, back here. Let's try this one just for kicks, because we love it so much, and it's got some deeper things which might make it work better. Now on the back side of this leather, it's got a number. That may not be so great, but yes, yeah, that's to be honest, that's one of the reasons that I bought it, was because it was so versatile. I thought, well, if you can do all these different things with it, then somehow that made it more worth the money to me. So where's my plate? Oh, we'll just use this one because I don't know where the other one is. Well, it's not going through with that. Okay. So we won't use this one. Maybe it's thicker than the other plate. Let's try it like this. That went through real easy, so I'm a little bit afraid that it maybe didn't work. Okay. Let's see what happened. Looks pretty, doesn't it? If it was wet, I think it would work better. See, it's going right out. But if it was wet and you could leave it in the embossing folder for a while, maybe to dry, I don't know. See, it's coming right out. Let's take it all out and let's get the leather wet, and we'll run it back through. Oh, that one's, let's get a new piece. I think it'll be a better test if it's a different piece of leather. Now this is not going to be the whole, it won't fill up the whole thing, I don't think, because my piece of leather is a wonky shape, but let's see. But we can find this, we can figure out if it's going to work or not. Okay. Let me run real quick and get this wet. I'll be right back. And I think I need to do that one more layer that you were supposed to do. I didn't because I thought it might need less. But anyway, I'll be right back. Okay, well, we got it wet. So we'll just put it in here. See if I can stretch it out a little bit. It kind of, there we go. I wrung it out, so I kind of distorted it. Oh, it got water. It squeezed the water out of it. Okay. Let me find a paper towel. Oh, I know I had some out here just a minute ago. Where did I put it? Here we go. Now, if we let it dry like that, it should stay in. Yes, Laura, do that. I would like some leather tips. You probably told me something to do and I wasn't paying attention, and it would have worked better if I had been paying attention to what you said. But anyway, it did turn out cool, didn't it? I have not tried that. Let's try it. Let's try it while we're playing. And let's use this one because I like it. Let me make sure it's dry. Yeah. Yeah, you know, when the water's coming out of it. It's funny how it's still wet, on the sides, but it really dried out the middle. Okay. So let's get a piece of, I think I want to do watercolor paper. Let me find another piece of watercolor paper somewhere here. Got a pile of stuff all over the place again. I was just trying to get rid of piles. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I'm too lazy to. Let's see if that's going to work. Yeah. Okay. Not on the leather. Now we need to ink this up. Yeah, I think that's right. I'm not sure which one you ink. We're going to do it with the indented part inked, but we'll see. Where? Up here. It's going to. I know somewhere I have an ink pad. And we want a permanent one because since it's watercolor paper, we want to be able to watercolor over it. So let's move that for a minute. It's not wanting to ink up very well. Let's do a little bit more, and we're just going to go with it. Whatever, however much ink it has, that's what we're going to do. Okay. Let's put the it did the underside. If I had done it on the other side, everything that's, oh, let's just try it. Let's try that too. Everything would be black except the print. So let's go ahead and try that other side. Let's get another piece of wallpaper. Okay. I don't know how well this is going to turn out, but anyway. We won't know till we try it. I'm going to do it twice just to ink it better, maybe. Now, if you did that in a pretty color, that would look really nice. And my ink pad's low on ink, so a better ink pad would work better too. Let me find a wipe and clean that off. This is such a dark embossing folder, you can't tell if you've cleaned it really good or not. All right, let's get another one. Maybe that'll tell us if we've done anything. Well, I don't know. This is a permanent archival ink, and I don't think water's enough to take it off. These wipes have alcohol in them, and I think they'll do better than water. But once it dries, it won't come off on anything else. So that one I can tell came off really good. there was a lot more ink on this side, so it's okay. Where is that paper towel? Okay, let's run this through the machine and see if it'll dry it out that way. Well, there's a pretty paper towel. Reminds me, I haven't done it since I got my machine because I totally forgot about it till just now. But that toilet paper technique that you emboss the layers of wet toilet paper, that turned out kind of cool. Let's let that dry and we might use it for something. Who knows? Okay. All right. I want to use a dye on some leather. I think this one with the flowers might be a good one to go with. Might as well. Okay. I forgot the bottom layer. Oops. Over there. That was not going to cut. See here, you could do it like this or like that and do the, the felty side, flannelly side, and then the slicker side and make a leather flower. That's cool. Let's stick that in there with those. Toilet paper for when you have guests. There you go. Wow. Oh, how funny. Emboss them. Great idea. Let's do some. Okay. Let's do some paper ones and emboss them. Let's find some paper to emboss that will be pretty. Here's some. Will that fit on there? Yep. And then I'll do a purple one. And what else do we have? Let's do a cream colored one and a craft paper one. Okay. Oh, I did it. Look, I did it on the wrong one. It's not the end of the world, but it's frustrating. Oh, you're welcome, Joan. Have a good night's sleep. All righty. Let's just use this because we've got it here. And it's a big one. The other ones are, most of the other ones are smaller. So we can get more actually on here. Whoops, 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 whoops. Okay. We will do one of each size. Okay, let's put the purple one right there. I'm trying to put them on something interesting. Okay. Oh, this was a great idea. Look at that flower. I don't know if you can really see how gorgeous that is. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, we're going to do the other ones. We're going to do the other ones. We're going to make 4 gorgeous flowers here. Wait a minute. We've got to see. Where is that? Oh, there it is. Okay. All righty. Yes, this is the one I inked. Oh, these are gorgeous. There's a little bit of ink right there. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Let's see. Okay. Good night, Laura. Woo. Well, what is going on? Oh, good grief, Lisa. You're going to ruin your machine here. Lovely. One more. Yeah. Yeah, I think you could. Okay, we've made 4 lovely flowers. That was a great idea. Thank you. I can't remember who it was that said do that, but let me show them to you. Aren't those pretty? Yeah, the doily paper might be too thin. That's true. Very happy with those. Oops. Okay, let's get another bag and put these in the, another envelope. Put these in there. Piling up some envelopes here. Let's play with something else. Here's another one that I haven't tried yet. And it's an edge. I think you put it on the edge of the paper. But how do you know which edge to do? I don't know. We'll just try it and see what happens. Okay. Let's go ahead and this might be a time when it's better to turn it over. This might be a time when it's better to turn it over. Okay. I probably should have, those are really hard to do that way. If you could do it this way, it'd be better. Sorry. Good grief, y'all. I'm so sorry that you have to listen to me. Oops. I didn't realize I had I thought I just had 4 pieces, but I had 2 of these, so that made 5 pieces, 6 pieces. So this piece didn't go through. See, that one didn't work. So 4 is probably the max. I thought I had 4 pieces, but I had 5. Those are pretty, aren't they? That embossing folder. Let me see if I can find the packaging it came in. Oh, where is it? Well, maybe I threw it away. Let me look. Oh, I did. Okay, it's this one. I got it at Hobby Lobby. It was $7.99, but I used my coupon, so that made it cheaper. The number is 662716. That's what it looks like. No, I'm just wanting to do some, so I can have some done. I'll put it like that so I won't forget. Just for fun, because a lot of these I haven't really played with much, and Happy Mail and that kind of thing. So those really turned out pretty. Not sure what you do with them. I guess you could write notes on them. I don't know. Yeah, little bits of paper on the floor. That is true. Oh, don't get caught up in there. That's the bad thing about this kind of thing. They got twisted together, and there we go. That cream paper is not as thick as the other. It works better with the thicker paper, I think. Ooh, you could do it on the other side too. Wouldn't that be cute? Let's try. See if we can get this to lay down. I don't want it to get messed up when we're trying to do the other side. Okay, we're just going to do the 4 this time. Okay. No, it's not bad, especially when you can use a quick coupon. Okay, here's the 2 that I've gotten loose. Might be better off with just 3 pieces of cardstock. Or maybe it's just that this one doesn't like to cut as good as those other ones. I don't know. but it's not, this one's not coming apart very good. You need to be more patient than me and get your scissors out, but I'm not going to probably. I'll just trim that off and use it on that side. Come on. There we go. But we got 3 of them that look nice. Okay. That was fun. I hadn't used that one before, so. Which piece is closest to the die? Yeah. Yep. Yep. With practice. That's the key word there. Okay. Here's some little trees. A little tree, and I really love this one cut out of old book paper. So let's do that. All right, where? Okay. Yeah. Okay, we're going to make some trees with map paper. Okay, get back there. I'm wanting to be able to get 2 out of these pieces of paper, so I'm and I did a bunch of them. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So those are cute, aren't they? So let's go ahead and do another set at this end. So there's some more like that. Those are cute. Then you've got these. I don't know what you do with those. Bound to be something. All right, let's get some paper here. This is not as thin a paper, so I'm only going to do 6 of these. They say you can do 8 sheets of paper, but these are also more fragile. Well, I'll do 7. Okay, let me cut off this this edge over here. Okay, and I think we can get 3 in here pretty easy. I mean, 3 cuts from these pieces of paper. Aren't those pretty? This is a really old one, back from that big red machine with the lever. This is from way back then. Oh, those are just gorgeous. I love those. Let's just do some more. See? They all look a little different. Yeah, these have metal inside them, and the so they can press. It's a really strong metal compared to those thin dies. This is a really strong kind of metal, and that's why it can cut through chipboard. It can cut through a lot of different things that you can't cut those little die. You know, cut with those little dies. Yeah, they're called steel rule dies. That's true. That that big red machine, I think, was the very first you know, die cut machine for that individuals could have, you know. I'm trying to think. It was a Sizzix machine. It was their, I think it was their first one. Anyway, I'm loving those trees. And then we've got these. Got to be something we can do with those. I don't know. I may end up throwing them away. My daughter's been telling me, Mom, you've got all those piles and piles and piles of scraps and stuff out in the garage. You're going to have to throw some stuff away. Like, yeah, from the girl who's got piles and piles in her bedroom. So, yeah, I didn't. When I got rid of my machine, all I got with that machine was this and these little tags. I got it at the thrift store. I got these little tags and this tree, and that was the only dies that I got with it. But and it was a lot harder to use than this machine. So I'm glad I've got this one now. Okay. So what do we want to do next? We could cut some of these. I haven't cut these. I haven't done that. Well, I haven't even opened this one. I got this one at Tuesday. I was going to say Thursday. At Thursday morning. I got this one at Tuesday morning. And when it was clearanced, it was like 40% off, I think. 40% off of the $9.99. So that was when I bought my Tuesday morning ones, was when they were 40% off. Okay. Now, if you do this, then it just cuts this one big piece, and I'm going to show you that first. Just cut some of these. Okay, so that's too many pieces of paper. I guess it's too many pieces of paper. Let's see if that makes a difference. That one started to cut through, so I may have messed it up. So it cuts them and it kind of embosses that in there too. So that looks kind of cool. Let's do that with some darker ones. Gotta quit moving the paper when I put that thing on there. These dies are the Tim Holtz ones that Tuesday Morning sells. This machine would do I think we'll use just about anybody's dies, but some of the other machines don't have the capability of using these. So those look good. Let's do a few more and then we'll, yeah, let's do some of this color. And then I'll show you the other way you can use these movers and shapers. The other way is a little bit more wasteful, unless you can think of a way to. Ooh, those cut right through. But you could leave it like that. It wouldn't have to, or you could cut it out. But it's supposed to be like this. It's just supposed to be embossed. It's not supposed to actually be cut. Anyway, oh, I think if you took this out, it might cut both. I'm not sure. But anyway, we're going to take that out. And this is to use with the movers and shapers. So this is one that makes this little thing like a clipboard, and you put it inside one of these. when you do that, you get this, except for some reason it wants to stick in a couple of places. But you get this little clipboard thingy, and then you still get this. You could put something over the top of that, cover it up, and still use it. So it's not, it's not a complete waste. If you want to put something big enough to cover that up, you could still use it the way you use those other ones. So I'm not going to throw them away, but these are really cute, like to put on tags. That's true. Yeah. You could just have a window. Let's try it like this and see what happens. See if it'll go ahead and make a window for us. If it does, that would be cool to put with photographs you're wanting to make kind of vintage, Nope, it just embosses it. But it would be real easy to cut that out because it's kind of halfway cut already. I think it'd be real easy to cut it out and have a window, and you could use this with old photos. Or you could use these if you wanted to. See, I've got some more here. Let's use these. I haven't done these before either, so these are stamps. A round one and a regular stamp one. No, this way. So you've got these little stamps. I think that's two stuck together. Yeah. So those are cute. You can put little bitty images on them. And then you've got these, that are the leftovers, but you could still, like I said, put an image, or you could put little pictures inside it, which might be fun to have little bitty pictures in there. So there are lots of ways you could use them, but those are cute. The only bad thing about these is you can't cut a whole bunch of these without cutting a whole bunch of everything else, So that's fun. And then let's see, let me put this one back up. Well, let's just go ahead and do a few more of these because those are kind of nice to have. Let's do it with this. This was a little bit thinner paper, so I did 4 of them, but come on. Anyway, then there's those. Let's put these stamps right down there together. Are y'all getting tired? Good night, Kathy. All right, let's put these back up. I got one more of these sets that I'll show you, and then we'll be through with these. Oh, this one also has this little, like a little nameplate thing. But those don't, I didn't bother cutting those out. Just a minute. Okay, I've got another one of these that cuts a giant stamp, so we'll use it and put this one up. Not tired? Okay. Well, I'm getting kind of tired, so we'll put it up in a little bit. You can tell I used the plastic one, I mean the flowery ones with this before. I don't know why that cut into it. I guess they're just you can see the blade back here. But this one's big enough to use both of these at the same time. The other one's not. If I did these with that other one, I could only do one at a time. So okay. Yeah, you need the thing to set them in, which is why I bought this one originally, because I thought I don't want to stamp that big. But in order to use these, and I did want the little stamp and the little flowers, and so I went ahead and bought it, saying you can do these. You could layer these or layer them like that. And then there's some more frame. If I was more precise about my size of paper, you know, you could use this too, but I'm not. So, or if I put a bigger piece of paper in here, you know, it might be easier, but there's the big stamp. Those are kind of pretty just like that. You know, you could put something behind those. Just let them be a frame. Let's go ahead and do one more set of those. Yeah, I love the flowers. That was the first one I bought. I was like, okay, I want those flowers, so I'll spend the money. Of course, I got them, like I said, 40% off at Tuesday morning. So I only spent about $6 on this big one, and then the the little ones were $7.99 and then 40% off. So you know, I got a good deal on them. And I like it now that I, you know, see it better at home. I like it better than I did when it was in the store. I was like, I don't know if I really care for that. I just bought it so I could do this. So, okay. And then I've got one more of these little things that you can use, and I'll get it and show you. This one has to go in here just right. Oh, that way. Well, having trouble here. There we go. Oh, actually, this is a big one. I haven't used it yet, but I'll show you why I got it in a minute. Besides the fact that it was on sale, and I was at that point, it was very obvious that my Tuesday morning was phasing out crafting supplies, and they probably weren't going to get any more. So I went ahead and bought this one because they had it. But it was also 60% off that day. So it was 40% off, and then they had an extra 20% off. So like I said, I haven't opened this one up and used it yet. So let's. Come on. All right, let's just, there we go. I didn't know Tuesday Morning had a die cutter machine. I don't think they, oh yeah, Tanya got one there, the Big Kick. I think she got a Big Kick there. And it's the same thing as this. It's the same as the Big Shot. It's just a different, it's branded for different stores. The way they sell them, they do that. Okay, see on this, it's got these banners, and then it's got the circles. So you can use them independently. You do not have to make awards out of them, which I thought was really cool. So I think I need bigger pieces of paper. I don't think this will. No, it's not. So let me get a bigger piece of paper here. Actually, just for kicks, I'm going to use this book paper because it's here, and then I don't have to go find bigger paper. Let's see if that'll fit. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, my Tuesday morning, at least I never saw any kind of die cut machine except one time I saw that little bitty Sizzix one. But they didn't have any dies that would go with that machine. They just had the little machine. Okay. So we've got all these little circles and these little circles. And then you've got these banners, which I think are adorable by themselves. And these littler ones. But you could, you know, use them. All right, come in. You know, you could, they just folded them like that, stuck it behind it to use them like that. You could even cut these out of different papers and stack them and make like sunflowers. I think those would make cute sunflowers. So there are different, a lot of different ways you could use these. Yeah, they can be used as labels. You can write words on them for journal pages. There are lots of ways you could use those banners, and that was the main reason I got them was for the banners. And the circles are cute too. I did think of the sunflower thing. Okay, where is? Oh, I'll say there's one more, and then we're gonna call it a night. But I want to show you this one more. It's probably my favorite one. Save it till last. And I also got it 40% off at Tuesday morning. It makes a bird on a branch. And I used this branch. I just cut the bird off of it and used it as, corally stuff in my mermaid journal that I made for Laurie Richard. Okay. I think we need bigger paper than what this is. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and do some out of this book paper since it's right here. And then I'm going to get some different paper to do some out of. The nice thing about the book paper is I can just fold it and stick it on there. That's nice. Yeah. I haven't ever cut these out of book pages before. This paper is so delicate. It came out really good except for a couple of little spots. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Let me show you. Cut them out of something else too. These are really pretty cut out of painty papers too. Okay, Lisa. I'm sorry, just a minute. Let me. Oh, here's some magazine paper. Let's try that for fun. We're going to make some really weird ones. We're going to use these. That one won't be as interesting. That one will be interesting. That one will probably be interesting. Oh, well, that one might be. Let's just see. Let's see. Will this go through? No, it won't. Okay. Let's cut this down where it'll go through there. Okay. Now let's put this. Will it go like that? I think it will. See if we can cut. I don't know if we can cut two out of this or not, but we're going to try. Okay, come on, little piece. There we go. So you can use it like this, or you can use it like that. You could even glue the, ooh, that one looks good. You could even glue them down and, you know, paint them, the parts that you wanted to stand out. Oh, come on. Pterodactyl. Yeah. Yeah, it could easily look like a pterodactyl. All right, let's see. Okay, let's all right, let's see if we can get this to, okay. There we go. Might as well go ahead and cut out a few more. While we're doing it. I think so. I think you can use just about any brand of dyes with it. Um, I think that's true of this machine. It's not true of all of them, but I think it is true of this one. I'm trying to think if I've heard anybody say that there was something they couldn't use, and I don't think so. I think you can use them all. Even the little cheap ones from oh, that reminds me. Let's get it out and try it. I got a little cheap one from AliExpress because it was a dragonfly and I love dragonflies. So I'll get it out and we'll try it and see. Um, oh, come on. There we go. That one's not wanting to come. So see, here's a bunch more. Um, show the front of the box, okay? It's called Bird Branch. Makes sense, huh? Yeah, you do have to be patient, Holly. I had forgotten what I ordered by the time it got here. I was like, what's in that little package? But I was as much just testing them out to see if I wanted to order from them, you know, as anything, because I had never ordered from them before. But I watch, I think it's 49 Dragonflies. She orders stuff from them all the time. And so I thought, well, she seems to be happy with them, and she orders all the everything she pulls up. She says it's from AliExpress. So I thought I'll try a few things. So I ordered a few things. I ordered some stickers, and I ordered some this little die, and I ordered a sticky back lace ribbon. That's a cotton lace ribbon, but it's got a sticky back. Let me find this little die. Where is it? Here it is. So here's my little dragonfly. We will see. This would be pretty with some painty paper if I had some painty paper handy. I should have used my little thing to flick out the stuff. I didn't, because it was coming off easy. I wasn't thinking about all those little bits and pieces. So this wasn't a very good test. I'm going to do another one. I'm going to do another one, and I'm going to use my, well, actually you can't. That's the one bad thing about it, I guess. Maybe let's try it again. Maybe you can. Because see, from the back, you can't really take any of those pieces out. I was wondering if you could from the front, but you really can't. And it's hard to tell what is supposed to stay and what is supposed to come off. This one might need to be run over a couple of times, or put another piece. So this is one of those you put the wax paper with, I think, to get it to work. Okay, it looks like this. Let me put it on something else. So it's really pretty and delicate, but it was hard to get off. There you go, Crafty Kitty. Buy yourself a birthday present because you'll be surprised when it gets here. That's true. Okay, I'm gonna try it one more time with some parchment paper or something behind it and see if that'll make a difference. But that one turned out real pretty. I didn't know what I was doing with this one. I think if I play with it, it'll be good too. But anyway, let's do the. Where is some? Yeah, a few weeks. They usually. I mean, I know this came in a week and a half, but my other thing, there's something I ordered 2 months ago that still hasn't come. So, um, but and they said it would be a long time on that particular item, but I can't remember even what it was now. It'll be a surprise when I get it. Okay, here's some wax paper. It is practically nothing wax paper. Are you supposed to put the wax paper down first or the die cut paper down first and the wax paper at the back here? I can't remember which one it is. Do y'all remember? I'm going to try it like this and see. Well, there's a there's that. Oh, well, it came out of this real easy that way. Oh, yeah, that makes all the difference in the world. Look at that. Wow. Okay. Do that. Do that. Just have two little pieces. Yeah, that makes a huge difference. Try the wax paper thing. I used a double thickness of wax paper because my wax paper was so thin, but regular, good brand wax paper, probably one is all you would need. But look how easy that was. Oh, I'm much happier now. I'm much happier now. Okay. That was so easy. I think I want to cut some more. All right. Let's get some more wax paper. Oh. I'm going to try. I'm going to try book paper. I think two thicknesses of this will be about the same as the cardstock. We'll see if it works. Having too much fun. Yeah. Oh, good night, Janet. I'm probably good. I need to go to bed right now. Good night. I can't believe it's this late. Wow. Okay. Okay. This is a real test because this is very delicate paper. Um, Look at that. And I got two very delicate dragonflies. Yay, I'm happy. I'm happy. AliExpress, that's where I got it. I think it like cost $1.89 or something. It was very cheap. Oh, okay. Yes, we all need to go to bed. I did not know how late it was. Oh, look at the leather. It's drying now. Look how pretty it is. Once it gets completely dry, I think that's going to be a beautiful piece of leather. I'm going to be doing some more of that. I'll leave it right there and let it dry. Okay. God bless you all. Thanks for sticking around and having fun with me. Good night.